Yo, what's going on? You're tuning in to another Mario Ramon review, and you know I'm going to give it to you the way you like it. Happy Monday, Boo Bears. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. What's going on? What's going on, Boo Bears? Today we are going to do a part two. It seems like I'm doing part two reviews these days. First of all, if you like the review, definitely like the review. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Pass it on to your friends. But the reason I started out with If You're Happy and You Know It Today, you know that's the theme song that Monique and Karen have in their head as they have brunch today. Because they gave it to us the way we liked it at that reunion. I ain't seen no shit like that since Electric Woman and Dinah Girl. I haven't seen teamwork like that. Like even Charlie's Angels didn't work together that good because sometimes they was kicking Sabrina's ass over there, and she had to get her ass kicked for a while before the other two girls came and helped her. But Karen and Monique, they was tag teaming like WWF. Do you hear me? You know how you can't get in the you can't get out the rink until your friend tag your hand and then you jump in there and you start whipping on that bitch ass, honey. Let me tell you something. I am going to talk to you the way you need to be talked to, honey. I'm telling you that's the song. Alexa, repeat song. You gotta hear this shit. If you are happy and you know it, clap your hands. Honey. Monique walked in there with that what it wasn't a folder, it was a binder. That was the binder of life. That shit has the cure for that shit has the cure for tuberculosis in there, honey. She had the original patent for electric in that binder. Everything was in that motherfucking binder. And the reason why them other heifers were getting so damn scared, it's not because they cared for Giselle. They knew she had a little bit in there for their asses, honey. They knew she had a little bit saved for them, honey. And they was like, well, let me act like I'm going to protect Giselle. Candace could give a shit care less about Giselle. Well, why are you doing this to her? And that's just so, oh my God. You could care less. You know that your number is coming up, bitch. That's why you are so, I can't believe it. Did I say my name on the binder, Monique? Monique's like, oh, bitch, I'm going to get to you, honey. You'll be last. I'll eat you last, bitch. Why would we start the show out with Patti LaBelle? Or Fantasia? Who are we going to end with, bitch? You always end with the best for last, Pumpkin Lamb. Tell Dionne Warwick she's up. Okay? She's singing first, honey. She'll never be last, singing last. Happy birthday, Dionne Warwick, Auntie TT, blowing Newport smoke all in my face and shit. I love you. She used to be on Solid Gold, honey, with that hair. She gave us the first Anita Baker. Anita Baker made it popular. And Halle Berry made it popular. But y'all ain't said shit about Auntie Dee. Auntie Dee brought that shit to town. Why y'all giving I want my hair cut like Halle Berry. Or I want my hair cut like Anita Baker. No, bitch. It's called the Dionne Warwick. When they went to the beautician, they said, can you give me the Dionne Warwick? So say it from the original source, Pumpkin Lamb. Come sit down on it. Told you I was going to talk to you the way you need to be talked to today. You thought this shit was a joke, honey. This is not a joke. It's an appointment, Pumpkin Lamb. Listen. So she had that binder and she had everybody's name in there. It was like the Bible, the book of Ezekiel, honey. We had Job, we had Matthew, we had Peter. Honey, she had them labeled and it was good. And her husband was back there. He didn't even bother getting dressed, honey. I'm going to wear this t-shirt in case I have to come out here and knock one of these Heifer's husbands in the right in the kisser. Because I know what this information you got, the husbands are going to come out here and try and attack you, Monique, and I'm going to be ready. Let me tell you something. Monique and Karen, they were fucking X-Men last night. Do you hear me? Their eyes rolled in the back of their head. They was doing all like that. And then Andy was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She was like, honey, I am turning into the Reed monster. When I open this binder, first of all, that's what it took. It was like a dining room table. 4 people had to get each end of the binder and carry that shit. It was like one of them ancient stones that's 1,000 pounds, but it's this big. And you're like, how is this motherfucker 1,000 pounds? Because it's like some alien shit that fell from the sky or something. That binder was some alien shit that fell from the sky. Because how Monique got that tea And she didn't even drink her tea in a coffee cup. She drank her tea in a Kool-Aid cup, honey. One of them big, long plastic cups that's discolored because y'all done put so many different colors of the Kool-Aid in that cup, honey. Hell no. Monique, she be talking to the people like this. I do not drink my tea in a coffee cup or a teacup. Put my tea in a Kool-Aid cup. Plastic, please. And please don't clean it all the way. At the bottom, I need to see some stuck on food. That's how I drink my tea, bitch. Good and nasty. She got good and nasty, honey. She said, well, maybe that's not... Somebody said, well, maybe that's not Jamal's number. And Monique had that shit. You know what she did in her cell phone. That lady who sent Monique the tea, it's called Kool-Aid tea, bitch. You know you got orange and grape flavor, tropical punch. Now they got tea flavor Kool-Aid. I have never. This was, like I said, she turned into a goddamn X-Man on their ass last night. She went into a motherfucking phone booth and spun around 3 times and came back with some blue panties with white stars, a fucking red Corsica, and a headband, bitch. Go, Monique, what you gonna do? You bitches kept me off this whole motherfucking season, bitch, but I guarantee you I'm gonna end it. I don't start fights, pumpkin lamb. I end these shits. And once again, she put her hand on Monique. She put her hand on Candace. Candace put her words on Monique. You can't just go around saying what you want to say to people. Try it. If you think you can say what you want to say to people, go to your husband and be like, fuck you, NF, and your mama. And see, just tell me how many teeth you end up with that's left. Go and tell your mother. You dirty bee. She might pick up that coffee table and throw it at your ass, honey. So go and sit down on it. Don't tell me about words. They call it verbal abuse, physical abuse. Go and sit down on it. Go and sit down on it. I want to hear half that shit y'all talking about. Well, don't you feel sorry for Candace? Candace needs to feel sorry for Candace. If Candace feels sorry for Candace, her mouth would be closed. She would have been quiet as a Chinese library in this reunion. She wouldn't have said shit to Monique. I know if Mike Tyson was sitting next to me, I wouldn't say a motherfucking word. Well, you bit Holyfield's ear off. I ain't saying shit, bitch. Y'all gonna Andy literally is gonna say, so Mario, what did you think about, right? Y'all gonna have to call my motherfucking name, but I am not gonna volunteer I'm not gonna utter a word. If that bitch sneeze, I'm not gonna even say, God bless you. She almost pulled Candace's soul out through her hair. Oh my God. And I ain't saying it was right, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying that, Candace was right either. Are you condoning violence? No. But are you condoning verbal abuse? See, this is the thing. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse. They're all, no one is better than the other. Whether you kill a bitch with a knife or you kill a bitch with a gun. At the end of the day, they're dead. So go on and sit down on it. And Candace have been giving it to these kids all the time. That's what she do. Her zodiac sign is mouth. What's your zodiac sign? Mouth, bitch. Mouth. Email, sorry. So, oh my God, it was just so much. I was in shock last night that I couldn't give it to you like this last night because at first I had to process this shit. It's kind of like if you at a party and somebody just walk up to you and slap the shit out of you. What the fuck? Like, you don't attack instantly because you need to know what kind of attack mode you need to go into. Is it a level 3 or level 4? Like, did I really do something to this bitch? Or it needs to be level 5 at this point. So I had to come to grips. They slapped me in the reunion. They slapped the shit out of me last night, honey. I couldn't give it to you like this because I was still processing. And now that I processed, I'm like, that binder, honey. I told you that girl had turned to an X-Man. And her and Karen, they just tag team Giselle. They took her down. I ain't never seen so many facial expressions in my life. Giselle was like, how do you know that? Giselle, never let them see you sweat. Didn't you see this deodorant commercial? Pull a page. I hate to say it, but this is the time to pull a page out of Trump's book. Do that shit with a straight face. So Jamal, I'd be like, honey, I don't know who that is, or so and so and so and so. But then the T is, once again, Monique pulled out that number. Oh, going back to the girl who emailed that shit to Monique, the pastor. And if you're a pastor, you're involved in some messy mess like this, and you're going to email it to Monique, what kind of, I don't want to go to your church, bitch. Monique, please release the name of the church, honey. It's not because I want to get in her tea, honey. I just don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to know that you kill puppies at night, but you work for PETA. Go and sit down on it. They saved you a seat. They saved your ass a seat, honey. I told them to. I said, that's her seat. Don't let nobody sit in it. I don't want to go to the pastor's church. She's emailing you that, and then she takes off Jamal's name so the number can show. So what she had to do is she had to go and edit and then take his name out so the number can show, so they can verify it was the number. And you know Monique asked her to do it. She said, no, it say Jamal, but I need to verify. I need this number. I need this for my binder, bitch. Don't just anything make my binder. Ooh, I cannot wait till she get the Candace. And then you know Robin was scared. She was motherfucking scared. Why are you doing this? What's the sense? You shut the fuck up. Your turn is coming, Pumpkin Lamb. Don't you worry, Pumpkin. You ain't ever got to ask Janet Jackson to do Rhythm Nation in concert. That shit coming. I know she's been performing for an hour and a half. It's coming. It's coming. Don't rush. Don't rush perfection, bitch. We got to let the cake cool down before we put roses on it. Because if you put the icing on the cake while it's hot, it's going to melt it, bitch. So right now, I'm letting the cake cool down, honey, before I put the icing on it. Robin's scared as fuck. What is she going to say about Juan? Oh, I just got a ring. Damn it. What is she going to say? I know she's going to say something. Monique has receipts. She got receipts on Ashley and them, too. I know they got that video footage with her man, Ashley's husband, with his Richard Simmons ass, grabbing the producers. And then they're acting like they don't know nothing about it. All of a sudden, they have a severe case of amnesia, honey. Monique and her husband. They said, well, do y'all have the footage? Oh, we don't have cameras down there. Honey, we got them. They believe it. How would they know? How would they know? Yeah, that's what we said. We don't have cameras in the area. Right. She was protecting Ashley. She was protecting her. Monique's a good girl. I don't think, we have never heard about it before. See, this the tea, just like Monique the comedian. If she was such a hard person to work with, why is this the first time we've heard about it and she's been in the business for 3,200 years? If she was so hard to work with, she wouldn't have accepted $50,000 as a payment for Precious. Somebody that's difficult to work with is not going to accept $50,000. She was like, bitch, what is that, a pet fee? If I'm trying to move into a new house, bitch, in Malibu, is that a pet fee? Oh my God. So just like this Monique, we had never heard or seen her going off, popping off, pulling hair, doing that. We've always loved her. She rubs agave nectar in her face. And if you don't like her for this one incident, you didn't like her anyway, and you was looking for a reason not to like the girl. Because she ain't never did nothing. And the reason she came hard is because these same grown woman, Robin, why are you doing this? Why did you tell my husband that the trainer was my baby's daddy? Why did you do that, Robin? Now everybody has Alzheimer's and nobody remembers anything anymore. Girl, go on and sit down on it. Honey, go on and sit down on it. Fuck all that fake, high pitch. Why are you doing this? All that goddamn bitch, you are not Maxwell singing, this one is work, this one is work. Stop all the high pitch, Robin. You don't care. You do not care about Giselle like that. You just buried her with the clothes. You really don't like Giselle. Giselle don't like you. Y'all just the only two friends y'all have in here because y'all done pissed on everybody else. Girl, I'm going to sit down on it. Honey, we need 2 seats. Listen, leave them 2 seats for Robin and Giselle. And speaking of Robin and Giselle, I know they're watching the videos. And thank you for my 2 dislikes. Because every time I do a video, I got the 2. I only get 2 dislikes on that motherfucker. And it's Robin and Giselle. But thank you. Even if you give me a thumbs down, honey, at least you took the energy to move your finger and do like that. And I appreciate that, pumpkin lamb. I do. And if y'all stop being mad at me, let's have a glass of wine. I don't want a cocktail because I want y'all to hear what the fuck I got to say. Let's have a glass of wine and we're going to talk about some clothing choices. And then we're going to talk about some hair, okay? For ladies. Yeah, bitch. Oh, I'm cleaning in this, honey. This is what I sleep in, honey. This, in the house. So I'm not on stage and I'm not, trust you me, if I were ever filming with you guys, it would be together. And if I was your friend, I'd be like, boo, that doesn't work. I wouldn't read you. I'm not a mean person. I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, baby, that just don't work. Well, what do you mean? You don't wear a bikini with a wedding gown, pumpkin lamp, on top of a wedding gown. And Google ruffles and fringes, and you tell me all the poof shoulders and shit like she's in Prince and the Revolution, Giselle. She act like she on the cover of Prince and the Revolution. All these goddamn ruffles and puffy and poofy and all these sleeves and stuff. And even that dress, like I said, I let her slide with the dress last night. The hair looked like she had been sitting in the sun all day in Atlanta. It was just no volume, nothing. And you're going to be filming for hours. This is what I'm saying. If you... I don't know. My teacher said if you fail to plan, plan to fail. If you plan to fail, fail to plan. Plan to fail, fail to plan, or whatever. But y'all heard me the first time because I had it right the first time. And it's the truth. If you plan, just like her hair for that out of country trip. We're on a TV show. I'm sure they gave you some money before we started for filming. They had to. So you see your beautician 2 days before you go out of the country so your hair could be fresh. If you know you're going to be doing the reunion, get a lace front wig. Even that lace front wig she wore on the photo shoot. Where is that lace front wig? Your hair was straight down like somebody had poured a cup of water and drenched it like this. I have never. And then Robin's hair, I'm like, she got attacked by a Crayola crayon box, the 64 pack. All the motherfucker. We got magenta, bitch. We have a seafoam blue and green. And like I said, your fashions are not together enough where you can just do a power move like this. If it was some shit like, if that was Grace Jones, we'd let her have that. Blonde hair and all. But it wasn't even the color. It was the crimp job under the color. The crimp job was messed up. Like, you could tell they did like that and you could see the lines. Fuck you up. Allegedly. Not you, whoever did that to your hair, pumpkin lamb. But you have eyes. I'm like, well, see, I didn't know if Stevie Wonder had did the hair. I can do your hair. Hand me the curling iron. And you're like, oh my God, Stevie, I love your music. It would be an honor if you did my hair. Okay. And you sitting in a chair and he's giving it to you. And then you go right out on a reunion. You knew I was going to talk about you. You knew it. But I know, but just in case, I don't want you to be like, well, I really tried and I thought you were going to really like it, Mario. I thought you were going to really like it. And I don't know what else to say, baby. I don't want to be mean to y'all, but you're going to have to help me help you. It's not that I'm trying to be mean. If it was my sister, I'd be like, bitch, them shoes do not go with that outfit. Stop. So I'm saying this in love. Jeez. I really would. I mean, and I know y'all might not want to talk to me and nothing like that, but if I saw you, honey bear, I'm sure going to introduce myself. And I know, you might not, I get it. Oh, you that guy on YouTube. I am. So listen, would you like some free advice, honey? Because at this point, I'm doing it for community service. It's no different than if I see somebody fall, I'm gonna help them up, or if I see your tire flat, I'm gonna just help you, or if I see you need some help with your groceries at the grocery store, you know, and you're older lady. At this point, I'm doing it for free for Robin and Giselle only. You know how when they salespeople be trying to sell it to you. Yes, it's 10.99, and for you, I give it to you for 10.99 only, bitch. Only, honey. You have it for 10.99. Well, listen, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I just had to do a part 2 because like I said, I had to come to grips with that they were X-Men last night. Like, they were wrestlers. They double teamed Giselle. They watched her go down. And I had just never seen so many facial expressions. Giselle was like, just letting them see you're bothered. Honey, I would have sat on all my eggs, waiting on them to hatch like a hen, bitch. I would have been there just like this. Never let them see you sweat, pumpkin lamb. I don't give a fuck if you pull a video out of Jamal, honey, at the grocery store in aisle 6 giving it to the lady. I'm like, okay. Okay. And then she was like, and then her and Karen brought out proof. So you know Karen and Monique must have talked. Because that's where Karen got her tea from Monique. So the word on the street is, the word is not on the street, the word is from Monique. The word on the street is that you're not really dating Jamal and this is fake and all of this. Who would have told Karen that? She is not in nobody's loop like that. Who would have told her? Monique told her. And then Monique said, so this is what you do. You get her like that. You ruffle her, and then I'm going to come around the corner and hit her with a Colt 45 bottle, bitch. And Karen said, okay. And then she looked at her purse one last time for her ninja stars. How many stars do I have? Because Ashley might say something. I know she's pregnant, but she can get it too, honey. She can. I'm not gonna hurt that baby, but bitch, I'm gonna clip the side of your face. You better shut the fuck up. Oh, I wish somebody would put a dirty gem sock in Candace's mouth. I'm just tired of hearing her talk at this point. And just get your master's degree, honey. Don't come back to the show. No, you're gonna be one of the worst hated people in America. You really are. At least Black Twitter. I'm just saying, pumpkin lamb. Well, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again on the Mario Ramon review. And like I said, I cannot believe that I have to do 2 reviews on their ass. It was just too much. It's kind of like, you know, when you go back for your second plate on Thanksgiving, you getting something that you didn't have on your first plate. Shit, because y'all got, you know, roast beef and rotisserie chicken and ribs and ham and turkey and all that shit. And I'm like, well, honey, it's too much for my plate. That binder was too much for my plate. I was like, I'm gonna have to come back and get some of you. I'm gonna have to come back because I wanted to do it good. And then it was just too much. I had to give too much to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love those looks. I loved all the looks except, you know, Giselle, just her and Robin's hair. They got their hair done from the same person at the same time. He used one hand to do one head. They need their ass beat, including the hairstylist. Here was Giselle and here's Robin. And he's doing both of their hair at the same time. So I'm going to spray paint your hair in different colors. And you fucked around and said, okay. Okay, that sounds good. On the reunion, bitch, during COVID? No. Once again, you two would never let me down. I can count on that. When Karen said, y'all are my humor, when she told Giselle, you are my humor, honey, during COVID. Because I log on just to see what you have on, honey. I almost died. Do you hear me? I said, Karen stays reading. She must have been a librarian technician in her last life because she stays with a book in her hand. One in her hand and one under her arm. Because when I finish reading this bitch, I'm going to pull this one out too. And I got one in my book bag too. Most people do like this with their arrow, and they be like that. Bitch, I got books, honey. I stay reading. So it's good until she get caught in a lie. And then she just doesn't know how to handle it. Karen, work on that next season. When you get caught in a lie, you caught in a lie, honey. You know you two-faced sometimes. You are. I love you, but you can have two different faces. It's not a mean thing. It's not bad. It's the truth. Water is wet. It's not damp. It's not moist. Ayala Van Zant would want us to call a thing a thing. And I love you to smithereens, honey. You be giving us the fashion, honey. You give us these new lace front wigs. Yes, you do. And yes, you are two-faced. Because you'll say one thing with one person, you'll say something with another person, and that is the definition of two-faced. It's not mean, it's not horrible. You didn't kill an innocent village in Somalia. You know, you don't kill cats and you work for PETA. You just two-faced it. And you don't own your truth. Like, you know, own it. Oh my God, I did call her a bitch. It's not horrible. It's not the worst thing that happened to own the truth. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Happy Monday! And I'll see you next time on the Mario Ramon Review. Alexa, continue.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it,
Clap your hands. You know Karen and Monique is sitting there playing patty cake, honey, at a 5-star restaurant. And I know the restaurant is closed due to COVID, but when you have their kind of money, honey, and the people at the restaurant know them, they're like, honey, y'all can come in. We'll open up for special for you. Special for you. And then, you know, they high-fiving each other like they play basketball. We took them bitches down, honey. We'll be back next season, honey. They already emailed me my contract. Oh, they did? Let me check my email. Hold on, let me check my... Oh, I got mine too, girl. Okay, well, when are we going to have brunch tomorrow? Oh, let's go to 2 Urban Licks. Oh, I love 2 Urban Licks, but aren't they closed? Oh, they're open for me. I'm the grand dame, honey. They're open for this. You better ask somebody, honey. Ray is part owner. I don't tell you all my tricks. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.